Get ready, Owicron community. Today we have something that will completely change your Windows 10 experience. Yes, we bring you Wii 19.045.5371. I don't know much about what he's going to say, Victor, but Windows 10 is already on the verge of going to the underworld.
And that's not all. We have prepared an official ISO specifically designed for the performance warriors. It includes pre-integrated drivers for NVMe and SSD. Forget about headaches from slow installations or compatibility issues.
Are you ready to take your device to the next level? It doesn't matter if your device is old, like your grandpa's ancient Asus, or the latest model. Gamer, this ISO is designed for everyone, and the best part is that it's completely official. Safe and free.
And what would this experience be like without a touch of magic or Owicron? In this video, we'll show you how to optimize your system to the max with just a couple of clicks. Yes, you heard right. With just a few clicks, you'll have a Windows 10 that flies.
But wait, this isn't over yet. A courtesy from the boss. I know it's just around the corner, almost 9 months until everything expires. A pregnancy, my good friend Salvador would say. But we'll show you how you can survive until 2032, and that's going to be a tip that we'll soon dive into here in the community.
Are you ready to take your device to the next level? It doesn't matter if you have an old PC or the latest model. Gamer, this ISO is designed for everyone. And the best part is, it's completely official and safe. In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to install this version quickly. Safe and hassle-free. Do you have an SSD or NVMe? We promise you a performance that will leave you speechless.
So, hit play on the full tutorial and find out why at Owicron you bring the problem and we provide the solution. Let's go! Alright guys, there's a lot of optimization coming up, which has been our hallmark for many years here in the Owicron community. Okay, here comes the typical installation. I'm not going to bore you with this. You choose the language and the country format and currency where you find yourself. In my case, it's Mexico. We're going to go ahead and install the next one. Install now. And also, if you already have Windows 10 but it's not updated, okay, no problem. You'll be able to directly incorporate the installation or do a direct update from the setup so you don't lose your documents, your information, and your programs and licenses included, as long as this ISO is designed in the Spanish language from Spain. If in this case your computer has a language other than that Spanish from Spain, then let me know and we'll gladly take action to get you that ISO according to the language standard that your computer has, whether it's a desktop or a laptop. I don't have a product key. All versions are coming. It comes from the home version, Home SL Pro Enterprise Yacht, among which I like the one that's sponsored here the most, Windows 10 Enterprise Multi-Session. Here in the community we call it Windows 365. You're going to be surprised by the performance as it's a beast and has the soul of Windows Server. It's very well optimized. It brings the minimum resources in bloatware, and the best part is it has a built-in store. Unlike the versions of Windows 10, LTSC and LTCB that we were getting to know, this version is the combination of the best worlds of these enterprise versions, and I invite you to try it. And also, there's a way for you to convert the commercial Pro and Home versions into a 365 version, but I'll tell you about that in another tutorial video. Here I'm going to select, well, this version that I like, or you can select the Home and Pro. I'm going to leave it as is, so you can take a look. Next, I'm going to accept the license terms next. Advanced, and we're going to directly delete all the partitions on your hard drive. Be careful to do this, and if you have sensitive information, make sure not to delete all the partitions, but only the one where the system is installed. Or if you extracted your documents to another external partition, that's also valid. This way, you'll be able to do a clean installation from scratch. Alright, let's click next and we're all set. I like this version because, well guys, it doesn't ask you for an account. Microsoft doesn't ask you for certain requirements that weren't as strict in Windows 10 as they are in Windows 11. But it could be a bit boring, maybe to set it up as an administrative user, which isn't a bad idea. But once you go to Windows Central Price, Multi-Diesel or Windows 365, if you regret using it for some strange reason, you can go back to the commercial version you have in your BIOS. A home SL, single language, a professional, and education, whichever you like best. Try it, invite you. It's already a Windows that is up to date by default, okay? But still, I'm going to show you how to update it. Because if you chose a commercial version, then you can do this optimization that I'm going to show you. If it's factory, trial of enterprise, multi-decision, or Windows 3, wait for installation to finish. Enterprise trial, multi-decision, or Windows 3. In this case, we wait for the installation to finish, and we'll be back in a moment. And there you go, guys. It looks as fresh as a lettuce. Here we have the name as administrator. You can set a password or leave it blank. Let's go ahead and click finish. There you have it, guys. That's it. Started. Yeah. Hey, Victor, but we didn't see everything about the post-installation. The part about the form, the user part, the part about choosing the categories, because in Windows 10.365 Enterprise PDI, it's no longer necessary. It's no longer necessary. See, it is free of any intrusive bloatware. It only has the essentials, which is what I like, and it has the built-in store, and it works. I'm going to right-click here on the Start button, and I'm going to go to what's called Task Manager. More details, performance, and check the number of processes, threads, and the amount of RAM it's consuming. We can optimize this further, okay? If for some reason tomorrow, and I'll explain this in a bit, you don't like the enterprise version, but you tell me, Victor, I already installed programs. I set up my license. I configured certain settings that I don't want to lose, but I don't like 365 for some reason. Well, we can migrate to a commercial version just by entering a command in the terminal. It's that easy. It's that simple. Got it. It's that easy. It's that simple. Okay? Here we can see it. The machine is doing great. It's relaxed. It's happy. As I said, it's on its latest build. Well, remember that Windows 10 is on build or version 22H2. You're seeing it right now, but it already includes the latest update from January 14. Yes, on the 14th of this month. And this is how we will be releasing both Windows 11 and Windows 10 versions here until support runs out for both 11 and 10. So you stay well updated. So, in this case, if you're dedicated to technical support, if you're already one of the masters who helps people restore their machines, update them, or upgrade them, then what better way than to have an official distribution, especially with the update included. Yes. The built-in update means no need to download it. We have the official ISO from Microsoft, including any version released with 22H2. If internet is slow, go to Start, Settings, and Windows Update to download all updates. 22H2. And that was the convenient part. If you don't have good internet or the client doesn't have good internet at home, then they have to go to Start, then to Settings, and later to Windows Update to download all the updates that have been available since then. And here, well, we're saving you time, all the updates that have been available since then. And here, well, we're saving you time. Now then, we have two ISOs, the official part, which hasn't been touched at all, just the addition of the latest update that we'll be releasing in the coming months on the second Tuesday of each month. And we have a secondary ISO that says NVMe. This official ISO includes an XML file to bypass Microsoft account requirements for home versions. Verify the ISO's hash and integrity. It includes drivers for all storage devices from older to NVMe SSDs. Microsoft omits the latest drivers. It's already there, among other little things, but above all, nothing has been altered. You can verify the hash of the ISO, the integrity of the ISO. It's the same official one. It just comes with drivers for all types of storage devices, both older ones and the latest NVMe SSDs. This is because in modern machines, when you want to install Windows 10 or Windows 11, for some reason, Microsoft hasn't included the latest generation drivers in the ISO they provide to the end user to avoid bloating or making the ISO larger. They've stuck with the standard generic ones. And, well, that can be a bit of a hassle for those of us who do technical support. Okay, it has been left with the standard generic and, well, that can somehow find us for those of us who do technical support. Okay, well, without further ado, let's go. Yes, I know. Victor, where do I download the ISO? You download it on Discord, my friend. Like this. And you go to the main channel, you click there. You're going to easily find the link to all the groups and social media immediately in the profile link. You click here on Discord, and it will open your Discord or the tab where your Discord login is open. If you don't have a Discord account, I invite you to create one. You won't take more than 5 minutes. You verify it with your email, your cell phone number, and with that, you enter the super owl community. Let's get to it. A window like this will pop up, and it will take you directly to the option that says Operating Systems, Windows logo, and here you will enter the title you see in this tutorial. To make it show up, I'm going to maximize. Is this a song? To make it show up here, for example, we have the version of Windows 11 24H2. You go up, there's a little arrow here in the corner, please click it, and it will take you to the download links. This is for Windows 11, but it will also apply to Windows 10, okay? With your brief description, and well, you can let me know in the messages section of this same forum how your installation went, what improvements you would like to have, how you customized your desktop, because that's something I really appreciate from the community, guys. Here in the general chat, there's a friend who was brave enough to send me some screenshots, which I really appreciate. His Windows 10 22H2 turned out really nice. It turned out really awesome. I also invite you to participate with us to interact. It turned out really awesome. Honestly, I hope it works. They say it's the hack. In fact, well, he sent us feedback on what programs he used, and it turned out really extraordinary. It turned out super exquisite. To our good friend. Home, we send a greeting. And we're here not just for you to give feedback on what you do or what you install, but also if you have any questions or requests. I've been trying, along with my awesome Commander-in-Chief Luis Bell, to provide a more accurate solution every time you post a question. As accurate as possible, but for me and my moderators as administrators, not just on Discord but also in the WhatsApp group, please detail your problem. Not just the typical comment of, hey, Windows 11 gave me an error, Windows 10 gave me an error, I got a blue screen. Well, yes, but what hardware do you have? What features? Is it a desktop? Is it portable? Is it a laptop, a tablet? What error code gave you? Be as explicit as possible, be as descriptive as you can, so I can give you a more concrete solution that fits your problem. More than anything, this video is an informative compilation. I'm going to minimize this, but that's what I'm getting at, okay? And don't be afraid of, oh man, what are the community members going to think of me if I ask something really obvious? No, there's no such thing as an obvious question, and there's no question from my grandpa, as the boss says. There's no such thing as a dumb question. It's dumber if we don't ask and stay with that ignorance. It's better to be ignorant once than to be ignorant for a lifetime, right? Okay, with pleasure. Very good. Let's get to this. So we're going to give the last bonus to this tutorial, guys, that I saved for you. They say the best for last, and we're going to see how much it improves. Check the process without its processes, check the amount of RAM, and now let's move on to the next thing. There's an article here in our Discord group called Create Your Ultra-Optimized Windows 11 ISO Without Malware. Thanks to the mentor and master, Christy Tustek, you're obviously going to love it. There's documentation. I'm going to maximize this to keep it more present here. Let's go. And we're going to go to the GitHub repository. We click here on Chris's GitHub, our good friend. You scroll down, down, and you're going to copy this URL. Okay. The one that says stable. There's a version dedicated to the developer's side. If you want, it should be more interesting to dive into a part of development that keeps evolving this tool, this good mentor. Well, go ahead, you can do it. In my case, I'm going to apply the stable one to avoid any issues in the future, since it's a machine I'm going to be using quite often. I'm going to minimize, let's go to our search bar, and we're going to type in PowerShell. We're going to run it with administrator privileges. It's ready. And once the PowerShell window opens, we're going to right-click on what we pasted. You see, we hit enter, and there we have it. You see, something really nice. Let's go to the second tab here where it says tip width. And let me tell you that this tool is mainly for optimizing Windows 11. However, the truth is that when you have a Windows installed from scratch, not just an update from an older version of Windows 10, no, you're installing a clean version of Windows 10 on your machine, you can apply this optimizer even though it's more geared towards Windows 11. And let's see how the performance is doing. Let's go to the second tab here. Let's click on the standard version, and it's going to react. Well, it's going to select a series of options for you. I'm also going to change the dark style that you see it automatically applies for me. And you can put here certain things that might catch your attention within There are also question marks next to each option so you can see what it's going to do. It's going to give you documentation so you can see what it's going to enable, what it's going to disable, and what it's going to optimize. So there you can take a good look at it. As for everything else, to be honest, I'm not interested, since these are options mainly for Windows 11. But if you want to dive into one to see how it goes for you, go ahead, you can do it. Once we have this now, well, I'm going to remove this because it's also coming for Windows 10. I think it's only for 11, but still, we're going to select this part here. That was missing as well. I think that would be it. Remove OneDrive, which I'm not interested in having on 10. That's it. Once we've selected this, we finally click on Run. And on the PowerShell side, it's going to be doing the actions, and we just have to wait. Alright guys, once I close this message and the other pop-up windows from the disk cleaner and memory disappear, we click on Accept, close PowerShell, and we're going to restart the system. Okay, starting. NVMe start. Continue. Alright guys, there are Windows 10 started. I'm going to right-click, go to Task Manager, and let's check the performance. Look at what it did. We have 72 processes on its first boot. We have 1400, 1300. It fluctuates between those numbers. And look at the amount of RAM.
Don't worry, Owicron community. We know that official support for Windows 10 is coming to an end, but we're not leaving anyone behind here.
We're working on some exclusive solutions, so you can keep enjoying this system to the fullest with updates and optimizations that you'll only find on our YouTube channel. And remember that at Owicron, you bring the problem, we provide the solution. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.